Next part.
Here's a fun question for you. What's something you always have with you and always leave behind? Here's a hint. The answer is right at the tip of your fingers. Did you say fingerprints? That's right. Fingerprints are the unique pattern at the tips of your fingers and thumbs. These little bumps and ridges are unique to you, and no one else will ever have the same fingerprints as you. When we touch things, we leave behind these little marks that show the prints. And today, Mrs. Lanz is going to show you a really fun art project that you can make using your fingerprints.
Welcome to the one-room schoolhouse. Materials to have at your fingertips today, including your fingertips.
Wait a second.
We don't have any fingertips.
Yeah, in case you haven't noticed, you don't either.
Could somebody give us a hand? Fingertips ready? Okay, first thing you can try is a stamp pad. If you don't have a stamp pad at home, you can try watercolor paints. Dip your finger in a wet paper towel and then on the paint to get some of the pigment and use that as an ink pad. And if you don't have either of those things, you can try a regular washable magic marker. Simply color your fingertips with the point of the marker. And there you have it. Just repeat after me. My itsy bitsy finger got covered all in blue. You try.
My itsy bitsy finger got covered all in blue.
Very good. Down to the paper. Let's see what it can do.
Down to the paper, let's see what it can do.
Woohoo! Here comes some lines and shapes to make it fly.
Here comes some lines and shapes to make it fly.
And my itsy bitsy bluebirds are happy in the sky.
And the itsy bitsy bluebirds were happy in the sky.
Yay! Now let's try it with materials. Let's try it together now. My itsy bitsy finger got covered all in blue. Down to the paper, let's see what it can do. Here comes some lines and shapes to make it fly. And our itsy bitsy bluebirds are happy in the sky.
So we were just finishing up our frog and the fish and some of the birds.
Those are some cool finger paint drawings. I drew 2 bees, except this one doesn't have any wings. I drew a turtle and a porcupine. Even though I like porcupines and bees, my favorite was the turtle because it's cute.
Aw, such a sweet sentiment. project, I did a space theme, and I started off with this Saturn, and then I drew this human rocket ship chasing this alien mothership and a comet full of asteroids, and there's a random space dude. Yeah, and oh, I think this might be the sun.
I drew a tree, and I drew a branch with a beehive on it, and I made a bee flying from that beehive, and I also made a porcupine. Like I said before, two of my favorite animals are bees and porcupines, but the porcupine ended up looking like a spider. Nom nom. So I think my favorite part about this drawing is the bee and the beehive.
So for my final artwork, I made an ocean-themed scene with some jellyfish, 2 narwhals, a manatee, a dolphin, and a lobster. And then I added a little bit of detail.
Well,
That was good.
Cool.
Any feedback?
you mean advice?
You mean constructive criticism?
Well, I think your lobster could have more detail. I mean, it kind of looks like a shrimp, to be honest. And Mrs. Giraffe, I think your picture could have more planets and the sun could be a little bit bigger. Do you have any advice for me, Mrs. Giraffe?
Well, yeah, I think I'll fix that, and I also think that maybe you could add some grass and maybe a sky and a sun. And for Miss Goat over here, maybe you could add some more waves.
Great, thanks. Yeah. I agree with the grass, and I think branches, more branches on the tree. That one branch looks kind of like it might break, and that would stink if the beehive fell. So maybe make that one a little thicker. And I really like the choice of black paper for this space one. That was really creative. I think I would definitely make the sun brighter. I agree, right?
Did you know that the sun is actually a giant star?
Whoa!
Yeah, I think you could add more lobster to your detail.